Hi, my name is Kent Lee, and I work for Hewlett-Packard Enterprise on the Dragon project with a team of very talented people. Dragon is an open source project that has been in development for 6 years. It's got a lot of maturity now, and it is there to speed up your parallel application development and uh, speed up your parallel applications as well. So DragonHPC is the .org is the website for it, as you can see here. And there's a lot of good information out here. What I'm going to do today is just give you a kind of baseline for getting started on your laptop using Dragon to develop some programs. So I'm going to show you how to get Dragon installed on your laptop and how to get up and running it on your laptop. Dragon runs from a laptop all the way up to exaflop, as you can see from the website. But we'll get started on the laptop today so you can see how to use it and get your hands dirty a little bit with it. Since I'm a past teacher, I happen to have a repo that I think makes this pretty easy. That I will have you download to get started. You can, I guess first thing that I would say is that there are two software packages that I would recommend that you download. Visual Studio Code and Docker are the two software packages. They're both free. You can download them, Windows or Mac. There are versions for both. Under Windows, you're going to want to install the WSL2 for Windows. When you install Docker, it'll ask you if you want to include that or not, and it'll go ahead and configure that for you. Visual Studio Code is the other one to go ahead and download. So I'm going to go out to this website, Kent D. Lee Homework, under GitHub. I'll post a link to that in the comments below. We're going to download the zip file here to make things easy. If you've used Git before, you can certainly use the Git commands to go ahead and clone it. So once you've done that, you'll have in your downloads directory, you can see that I've downloaded a couple of times here. You'll have a repo that you can work with. I'm going to go ahead and rename this. I'm going to call it Getting Started. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my desktop here so we can start working with it there. I'm going to go to Visual Studio Code and do an open folder. And I'll just click on Desktop and Getting Started. Click Open here. It's going to pop up and ask if I want to reopen it in a container or not. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it will take a bit of time to build this container. I've already done it, so it started up very quickly, and once you've done it, it will start up quickly for you. But it will take a little bit of time the first time to build that container and have it ready to go. So I'm here in this repo. I'm going to check and see. I'm going to type Python 3, and you should see something like 3.11.2 installed on your system. So the first thing I'm going to do is install or create a virtual environment. So to do that, it's Python 3-m venv. This creates a virtual environment. I'm going to call this virtual environment _env. So that will get it created. It's working on it right now. A virtual environment is basically a private directory structure and a private copy of Python so that we can go ahead and install extra packages very easily. And then I'm going to activate that. So you type dot first. That's important. And this is a Linux-like environment that is started up inside of this Docker container. So it's dot and then _env bin activate. Once you've done this, you'll have your virtual environment activated. And that's really pretty much all you need to do there for getting Python ready. And then we're going to go ahead and install it. Install Dragon, so it's going to be pip install DragonHPC is the DragonHPC is the package to go ahead and install. So that'll download a few things and install them in this virtual environment. This is all within the container, so it's not installing it directly on your system. It's just installing it in that virtual environment. And then that's it. I mean, Dragon is ready to go ahead and be used here. So I'm going to create a new file here to begin with, and I'm just going to call it test.py. It is that simple. We're just going to put it right there, and I'm going to do a couple of things here. So I want to demonstrate that Dragon is on the system, so I'm going to do an import of Dragon, and then I'm going to do import multi-processing as MP, and then I'm going to write a def main for myself, if I can type. And in here I am going to do a mp.set start method to Dragon. So that's important. That's basically all that's required to be able to write a Dragon program, which is essentially a Python program, at least once as we get started here. And I'm going to do something very basic to begin with. We're just going to print hello world, and then I'm going to write my if name equals underscore main call main. So a Python program gets started by calling main, and I've got my main here that's defined. Now this isn't really much of a Dragon program at this point, but it is a Python program that we ought to be able to run with Dragon imported. So so to run a Dragon program, we're going to type, instead of Python, we're going to type Dragon, and then the name of the program, in this case test.py. So there we have hello world printed, and we have just run our first Dragon program, and it's exited. Doesn't really demonstrate Dragon at all, but this is the environment that we can work in to write Dragon programs. And in upcoming posts that I'm going to go ahead and make, I will show you what a Dragon program is and how you can actually run it on a cluster or across a supercomputer or even on your laptop, and do some very interesting work without a lot of coding. Dragon does most of the underlying work for you. So anyway, that gets you started, and then stay tuned for future posts on more of Dragon.